Okay, this is the main entrance into the Tamra Beach Resort, or otherwise known as Eden Village by the Italians. As you can see, as we turn around here, this is the entrance way, which leads to the hall and reception. As you can see, I'm showing the signs for Eden Village, which is quite important as we move through the video, because 95% of the people in the resort are Italian, and while this is not a problem, it can be when it comes to the animation team. Here is the reception, and on the left hand side is the spa. It's a very Moorish design, and lovely and clean, and the reception staff and the Egyptian staff are very helpful. There's the spa and the gym. Now the gym is free, but the spa is chargeable. I think it's something around about £20 for 1 hour, so it's very expensive. So as we pan around now, there's some notice boards over there which are all in Italian, and the toilets are on the right hand side as well. This is the reception area where you will book in and receive your room key and some information regarding the resort. Here is another lounge reception area where you will probably have your meeting with your travel rep. A bar there which is never used, but there is a water tank for use of the patrons. Okay, so as we're moving through this lounge and reception area, we move into the mezzanine, where there's some tables and chairs. It's all marble, and this is the top of the hill, which I will talk about as we go through the video. The first apartments are here at the top of the hill, and there's some shops to the right as well. But there's also a supermarket just down the road by a couple of 100 yards, so there's plenty of shops to be had, and souvenirs to be purchased. Right, now there's some steps which lead down to a crazy paving pathway. Now this pathway is all throughout the resort. Now this is quite a steep hill, and as you can see, the lady there, she's taking it by diagonal, so it eases the increase of the hill. But I dare say if you're very unfit or have a medical condition or a heart condition, this could prove quite a stumbling block in this resort, because the reception and the rest of the resort is separated by this hill. On the right we can see a plan of the resort. Now at the top of the resort there you've seen some letters, 1000, 2000. These are the apartment numbers, and don't get the 1000 because there's a 40-step incline down into the pool and restaurant area. Right, we're halfway down the hill now, and as you can see, I can show you the incline, and on the left here there's an open theatre, which is not very well used, I believe. It wasn't used when we were there in the winter because of the cool nights. I dare say it's used more in the summer. So as you can see here, there's people walking up the hill, and we're halfway up the hill now, and I'm looking up the hill towards reception, and then down towards the pool area, the main pool area, apartments, and restaurant and lounge and theatre. So as we move on to the courtyard here, which is the entrance to the restaurant and lounge and theatre, as you can see, sometimes they have a barbecue lined up here, where they cook the food outside and you bring it inside to eat. Or if it's warm enough, you can eat it outside as well, obviously. But when I was there in January, it was cool in the evening, so we all ate our food in the inside rooms. As you move into the hall, there's a reception area for the reps. Now, as you can see, it's all in Italian. There is a little notice board there just to the left of the table, which is in English, but you have to look for it. All the reps are Italian, all the animation team are basically Italian. Okay, now in the summer and the warmer weather, There's tables and chairs out here, so you can eat your food outside of the main restaurant area. On the left is a major room which holds about 200 to 300, and on the right there's a room. Upstairs there's a lounge with a theatre for the animation team. As we move towards the Crazy Paving area, as you can see, the gardens are absolutely outstanding and the atmosphere is very village-like. Now the Crazy Paving, if you're in a wheelchair, would be a nightmare, and the disabled facilities are not very good. There's not very many ramps at all for the disabled wheelchairs. On the left is a kiddie pool, and on the right here there's the shops and boutique and animation team offices. As you can see throughout the resort, there's a big sign saying Eden Village, which is the Italian resort name. I believe it's owned by them. On the left there's a big box where you exchange towels. I think you have to put £100 Egyptian deposit down on a voucher, which will get you a towel, and you can exchange it every day. There's a reception area here at the pool where they do soirees and little drinks prior to going in for your meal at the restaurant. The shops here are very limited, but the advice you get from one of the shops in particular is very good. And as you can see, there's the main pool area with 3 pools, and they say it's tables and chairs to have your coffee and breakfast, and if you wish. We're going to be coming around to the shops now, and there's a guy there called Isaac who will give you good advice about Vodafone SIM card for your phone. I think it's around about £30, and that will give you 40 minutes international calls and 7 GB for surfing the internet. Very good value, considering that the Wi-Fi, which is absolutely rubbish in the hotel, is charged at €8 a day, or £8 a day as they charge you. So there you have it. There's the tables and chairs. You can have your breakfast there, or you can have your breakfast by the pool. It's all inclusive, and the food is quite good. It's not outstanding, but it's quite good. Now here's the apartments. These are the 4,000, 5,000. You're halfway down the hill, and you're halfway between reception and the main beach, but you're very near the main pool area. Again, we're still continuing downhill, and this is the main problem with this resort. It is one big hill, and when you get to the beach, there's quite a lot of stairs down to the beach. Again, there's 3 or 4 or 5 pool areas which you can discover once you get there, but there's one down near the beach. As I say, the gardens are very, very nice and very, very well kept. The place is very, very clean. Again, here's the apartments. I think these are around about the 4,000, 5,000 apartments. Now, as we move further towards the beach down the hill, you come to the 6,000 and 7,000 apartments. These are very near the beach and probably the newest apartments on the resort. Here's another pool area which is just above the beach, and this is my favorite area of the whole resort. It's very relaxed, the pool's very nice, very well kept, the gardens are very well kept, and you're very near the sea, so you can get a breeze when it gets very hot around about midday. As we look down to the beach bar, as you can see, there's a table tennis, barbecue and pizza area, and a beach bar. There's a tennis and volleyball area in the sand there, beach volleyball, and the parasols and the lilos and beds for sunbathing. Again, there's about 20 or 30 steps down from this area down to the beach area. Now we're in the actual beach bar, where you can see about 11 o'clock you can have some pizza and you can have some chips in between breakfast and dinner if you wish, and you can have a cup of tea or a drink. Very nice. The staff are very, very good, and it's very clean. Now here we are at the volleyball and beach exercise, and they do all sorts of games. Again, all mainly based for the Italians, but the British can join in, but it's very difficult to understand. They don't actually speak English, it's only in Italian. Again, looking down to the beach bar, which comes round to the front of the beach, and this is the beach. You have a lagoon here which is made up of sand and coral, and the beach is very clean again, very well kept. And as you can see, the sun is just going down. This is in the evening where the sun is just going down off the main beach, and everyone's sort of deserted it and gone for a shower, getting ready for dinner. Like you say, lots of fish to be seen in these lagoons, very shallow, very warm. And as you go out to the end of these piers, you can go snorkeling and scuba diving, and the fish and the views out there are outstanding. Now we're looking over to Tirran Island here, which is just off the coast, and further across the water is Saudi Arabia. This is the Arabian Gulf. So no complaints except for the steps down to the beach, and you would need shoes when you're paddling in this area because the coral is quite sharp. So it's not really suitable for children because it's not all sand. It's little bits of sand and coral, and the coral can be quite sharp. So just be aware of that if you bring in a family. It's not all sand. That's the main thing to look at here. And here we are looking down to a further pool down at the bottom. Further apartments down there and a further pool very near the volleyball and tennis area, and it can get quite noisy during the day because of the music played by the animation team. Like I say, the gardens are absolutely stunning. Right, here we are on the beach again, the crazy paving all over the place, very difficult to walk on as well, never mind a wheelchair. It is very difficult to walk on. So what we're looking at here is a bar that is not free. It sells cocktails, and I think they're about €3 or €4 for a cocktail. If you want anything free, you've got to walk around to the main beach bar. This is the gardens and apartments. This is our apartment, very nicely laid out with a couch here and television. The television is very old, very dated, as is the apartment. It's lovely and clean, and the Egyptian staff do a wonderful job, but it is getting very dated and very old. As you can see, there's plenty of room, quite a big bed, and nice and light, and you see the staff make little animals from the towels. That one's a crocodile. And here we have a desk area where you can do some writing or put your laptop, and so it is a nice area. Here we have the wardrobes, and moving into the bathroom. It's all open plan. This is the bath, and then the vanity area, then the toilet and shower. Very basic, but no complaints really. It was nice and clean and everything worked, but it is getting very dated, as I said earlier. So the thing about this is it's a lovely place. Now a couple of negative points. Here we have the airline and airplanes coming across, very constantly coming across the top of the resort. Now this can be quite disconcerting when you're sleeping and on the beach. Here's another one coming in, again very noisy, and this continues through day and a lot of the night. So if you're a light sleeper, this could be a problem. Right, another problem is that the radar is overlooking. There's a radar overlooking the beach, and this could be a problem for some people.